Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Government distances itself from controversy at funeral of Daniel Rowe. The government says it did not impose itself at the funeral of slain 80-year-old Daniel Rowe in Portmore, St. Catherine. Upset family members expressed outrage about the program and claimed that some relatives were excluded for participating in the service, while a politician, among other persons, was allowed to speak. They walked out of the funeral, which was held at the Portmore Seventh-day Adventist Church. Arising from the controversy, the government in a statement stated that it was not involved in the planning of the funeral. It said Minister of Education Favour Williams attended the funeral in her official capacity and that the pastor requested that she make a statement at the funeral, which she did. No other person from the government was engaged in the funeral, it added. The government extended condolences to the family of Daniel Rowe and renews its call for the police to continue their investigation into her murder. Rowe was abducted from Britain Primary and Infant School in Portmore in June and later found with her throat slashed in St. Andrew. She later succumbed at hospital. J. Frost hospitalized after motor vehicle crash. Dancehall artist J. Frost has been hospitalized after being involved in a serious motor vehicle accident on Saturday morning in the corporate area. The DJ is presently recuperating after the accident, which occurred about 8:30 a.m. The DJ is shaken up. He is wearing a neck brace. He has lacerations on his head and is supposed to do a CT scan. He said that he just remembered being in an accident with blood all over his face and then waking up in the hospital, manager Anthony Taylor told reporters. Taylor shared that a passing taxi saw the accident and the driver rendered assistance, transporting the crime lord DJ to the Kingston Public Hospital. J. Frost said all he remembered was 1 minute driving his Beamer on Lincoln Avenue and the next minute waking up at KPH. Eyewitnesses say a woman came out on him and the car crashed and completely right off. The vehicle is at the Matilda's Corner police station, Taylor stated. Born Sevin Jarrett, J. Frost is from Glendevon, a tough enclave in the Montego Bay, St. James. He has helped to put the tourist city's dancehall sound on the map along with Tammy's brother, TJ and Squash. J. Frost is best known for the singles Warming Up, Frustration and Crime Lord. Gun found in bag at Mount Salem bar, man arrested. The police seized a Glock pistol fitted with a magazine containing 8.40 rounds of ammunition at a bar in Mount Salem, St. James early Sunday morning. It is reported that around 1 a.m., lawmen on patrol conducted a search of the business establishment in the area where the firearm was found in a bag. One of the patrons who claimed the bag was subsequently arrested. His identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Man killed at bar in Top Hill, St. Elizabeth as businesses come under siege. A construction worker was shot and killed at a bar in Top Hill, St. Elizabeth. He has been identified as 52-year-old Lloyd Cole, otherwise called Wrightsman, of a Top Hill address. According to police reports, Cole was sitting on a bar stool outside the bar about 1:45 p.m. when armed robbers approached the establishment. Cole was gunned down and then the robbers proceeded inside, where they robbed several persons and used an object to open the poker box and escape with an undetermined sum of cash. The police later arrived and transported Cole to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The owner of the bar said he was upset about the murder of Cole. He is one of the humblest customers ever. Him no put up with certain things. He is a man no up with certain things. So them just kill him just like that. More people are go dead too, the despondent bar owner stated. He said the business owners in the area were being abandoned by law enforcement and were unable to defend themselves because of inability to obtain gun license. If you look for gun license, you can't get it. Corruption ripe. It costs $1 million, and you can't survive because of criminal elements. The police know they can't stop the crime. The police them know what are going and them can't do nothing about it. There is nothing people can do. The same criminals them go a mouse bar at the seafort and rob the bar with the same style every night. Them a rob a different place, he stated. The criminals who have masterminded the recent robberies use a crowbar to gain access to money acceptors device on the machines and then take the money, leaving the poker boxes. Police say gambling equipment, popularly referred to as poker boxes, are also a growing target for criminals desperate to earn in Jamaica's tightening economic environment. Modern gaming boxes, including those with touchscreen technology, are worth as much as $500,000 each and are in demand, while older versions can be sold for up to $300,000. Reporters understand that there have been a spate of robberies along the south coast of St. Elizabeth. The robbers have been pillaging operators and patrons in traditionally low-crime areas such as Southfield, Flagaman, Bull Savannah, Alligator Pan, Lane Downs, New Forest, Sea Air, Bellevue, and even Malvern atop the Santa Cruz Mountains. The other day, them rob a bar and get $2,500, and they have the audacity to ask if we have any more. Them bare-faced bad. The other day, a bar was in the middle of shootout between cops and robbers, and the robbers them come back on July 6 and rob the same bar of $600,000. The criminal them no care. By 7, everybody have to come off of the road. The bartender them afraid. Couple of them get raped and don't even report it. The whole are so tense and miserable right now. One bartender who worked in the bar in Marysville told reporters, "It's like a daily event. They come pick up money and liquor, and sometimes them all go a different bar in a different district, go floss. Help, we need help." Battered men braving up to report domestic abuse. From January 1 to the end of June this year, Jamaica recorded over 3,000 reported cases of domestic abuse, with the police stating that more men are braving up and lodging reports against female partners. Deputy Superintendent Jacqueline Dillon, who is the Jamaica Constabulary Force Domestic Violence Liaison Officer, told reporters on Friday that since 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the police started seeing an increase in the number of men facing domestic abuse. Dillon was speaking during the pass-out ceremony for 24 policewomen and men who underwent a 5-week domestic violence train-the-trainer course. The 24 are expected to train their colleagues on the best practices in dealing with domestic violence. The sermon was held at the National Police College of Jamaica. Every year since 2021, we have been seeing an increase. It is early days yet in 2023, but we're still seeing the trend where men are coming in for help and asking for help. I believe that we go on to the end of the year, we should be able to analyze the report some more and say how many men the Deputy Inspector stated. According to Dillon, the more than 3,000 reports the police have received up to the end of June is startling, but highlighted that it does not mean the country is experiencing more domestic violence than previously. It is a lot, but we have to also understand that more reports don't mean increases in domestic violence. It means that more people are becoming aware and are coming to the police for help. More people now know that they can reach out to various persons for help, including the police, she stated. Of concern to Dillon is that Manchester has been experiencing an increase in domestic violence reports, and she said that the problem is linked to 6 deaths in the parish since the start of the year. Overall, Manchester has recorded more than 600 reports of domestic violence, ahead of Kingston and St. Andrew, which reported between 300 and 400 reports respectively. Manchester is leading the numbers. Most of it is among intimate partners. We do have family members, but it is mostly intimate partner violence. We are doing a careful analysis of Manchester because Manchester does not have a domestic violence intervention center, and so going forward, we have to look at how we can put resources in place to assist and make it easier for citizens in Manchester to get help when it comes to domestic violence. There are parishes we never looked at before because we keep focusing on Clarendon, Kingston, and St. Andrew and St. Catherine. Looking at the records is telling a different story when it comes on to these other parishes. I can't say it is caused by one particular factor, but we find that the reason tended to be a lack of communication, a lack of persons being able to resolve their conflicts in ways that are positive, and the fact that people are not able to seek help at an early stage. Communities are not open to helping people who need help. Domestic violence does not only rely on people within families to get the help, but it also needs the support of community members to help in ensuring people get the requisite help they need, Dillon stated.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,